ground.
She's gonna pour 50 kilogram fertilizer onto the ground. You say a word?
Move slowly and you can get to the destination.
And then you do it.
Yeah, by myself.
And
Walk on my own way. I didn't know what I'm doing now, but I just do the first pieces up to my eye. I cannot imagine the whole road, but I can feel what I want to do at the first time. So I just do the beginning first, and maybe after that I have more inspiration to do next step. Because I cannot wait until I finish my imagination about my road. We try to make this is a walkway. We try to make a sidewalk here, and behind is have here some flower rows. If you can see it, and in here we have the arch. So we plant passion fruit, and we hope that it will grow on the arch. And
Yeah.
like colorful green things.
Yeah.
Beautiful, especially summertime.
Red color, a little bit orange. Dad, kitchen waste.
New race bed. Skyline. Mazda. You see it? It's a beautiful, beautiful one. Good job. Good job. Beautiful one. Another one.
Yeah, so I don't think you need earthworm casting. Perfect the way it is. Goodbye.
Whoa, it's creepy. All a seed, but we can't save it anymore. I can harvest radish today, but let's see. Beautiful radish. Hello. Snapdragon. The white one. Maybe. So cute. I just three of them. Giờ này hơi kín quá rồi. Này, cho biết này.
Cái này nha. Con này được nhất cả giờ luôn. Best so far. There's one more right here. Big one.
Have some tomato. It's okay.
Ladybug cow. 1. What is it? 2. Skinning, skinning.
Okay, stop scanning.
Hello, bird. The seed juices smell really good. Oh, it smells so good. It smells so the bee can smell different flowers in far distance. And
Yeah.
Come careful. Like me.
I don't think that I'm being that selfish right now. You said yourself you'd be breaking every vow. I can understand you're tired of this town, and I'm not saying that we have to settle down now. Just remember this: we could have been stardust, same world but without us. Something made us find each other out there, made us realize we're more than just stardust. Ignore this fact if you must, to do what your dreams are telling you to do. And I'll be out there looking for someone like you.
you want me to cut it?
Stardust, stardust. I'm the lazy one, so I guess I should have known. You said yourself you wanna do this alone. What if your dreams are making it hard to think straight? If you still love me, I can wait, I can wait. And remember this, we could have been stardust, same world but without us. Something made us find each other out there. Made us realize we're more than just stardust. Ignore this fact if you must, to do what your dreams are telling you to do. And I'll be out there looking for someone like you. You're supposed to go, or maybe I'm just too slow. But we should just leave together. We could have been stardust, same world but without us. Something made us find each other out there. Made us realize we're more than just stardust. Ignore this fact if you must, to do what your dreams are telling you to. They're looking for someone like you.
You can see cloud that is out. That is all out. The bird eat it. Beautiful.